Nyandarua County is a county in the former central province of Kenya. Its capital and largest town is Olkalau. Formerly, the capital was Nyahururu, which is now part of the Laikipia County. It is among the richest agricultural zones in the country. The main economic activity in Nyandarua is farming, crop cultivation, and dairy farming. Potato farming in Kenya is gaining ground as demand for the potatoes grow due to the rapid urbanization and the good price the crop fetches. Nyandarua County is a major Irish potato growing region in Kenya. On today's episode, we paid a visit to a group of farmers who have been undergoing training on potato farming. Peter Ngatia is a project co-coordinator with an agricultural organization and has been working with potato farmers in this county to scale up in potato production.
The objective of the project is mainly to help the small-scale farmers by boosting their harvest, by training them. Now within the growing season, they are engaged with a trainer, mostly the agricultural officers, who train them on the various activities and the do's and don'ts during the production value chain. Now they are usually exposed with the new technologies that are being introduced. And then once they harvest their produce, they are linked with the various markets, maybe for mostly it's contract market, the contract planting, for them so that when they are planting, they have a stable market. They will not be exposed to the middlemen out there.
John Wanjoy is an extension agricultural officer who says that production has increased due to capacity building carried on this region, which is a strong agricultural zone in the country. Kenya's agricultural sector is the driver of its economy and the primary means of livelihood for the majority of the population, thus making it vital its capacity building program, which has veered towards sustainable agricultural production and overall increase in production.
We started forming groups way back 2013, and we've been working with those groups for quite a long time. But as time goes by and things are changing, we have other bodies that have come to assist us, organizations like the IFDC, through the county government, and others like GIZ. They have actually assisted us reach more farmers.
In collaboration with agricultural organizations serving this county, mobilization of farmers is normally done first, as this is the easiest way to reach out to many farmers at any given occasion. This brings the farmer together, and especially those who are willing and eager to learn on new methods to boost their production.
Within those 3 months, they are taken, the ideal time is weekly. So in every week they meet at a specific point, mainly around their site of planting. So they are taught about the various do's and don'ts. They are taught about what they should do and when.
In an effort to learn new farming methods and smart agricultural practices, farmers are required to avail a land which is normally used as demo farm. These demo farms are well planned and segmented to accommodate various varieties on which the test is being carried on, the objective being to determine the most efficient variety to be grown in a given region.
If the piece of land is a quarter, so they divide that into maybe like 4 portions. So if we have 3 varieties, they'll plant the 3 varieties in 3 portions, and then one of the portion is left for the farmer. It's called farmers practice. So it's left for them to practice what they do back at home, so that at the time of processing of harvesting, they'll compare the results of the practice that they used to do and the new technology that is being introduced.
Potatoes come in different varieties, which pose different characteristics ranging from shorter to longer maturity period. On this demo farm, Joseph and fellow farmers have planted different varieties to ascertain their requirements and dormancy. The new variety on this demo farm, as Peter shares, are Demo Farm Voyager, Masses, and Destiny.
We have other various varieties used for chips, making chips, freeze potatoes and crisps. We have maquis. Maquis is mainly used for chips. We have Destiny, used for chips. We have another one called Dutch Robin, which is an earlier variety that went and underwent some few modifications and improvements. That is used for making crisps. Yeah. The other varieties, there's a varieties called Challenger, but right now on the ground we don't have Challenger in the fields. But in the plots behind me, you have Voyager, Marquis, and Destiny.
Due to the ever-evolving climatic conditions, there is need to keep upgrading planting materials as well as farm inputs for maximum production and to enhance adoption. Some of the older varieties may have a shorter dormancy period, which farmers seem to enjoy a lot, but besides that, they come with some challenges. A good example is the Shanghai variety, which takes only 3 months to grow. Peter shares that the adoption rate is slow as farmers are not willing to give up some older varieties.
Even after they are introduced to the new varieties, at the end of the training period, they still ask for the Shanghai that they are used to. Most of the new varieties, that is Dutch Robin, Sherekea, we have Voyager, we have Destiny, they take around 4 months for them to mature. Yeah, but their storage, their shelf life is significantly higher because you find that Shanghai cannot stay in a normal store for more than a month. But you find that these new varieties, they have a shelf life of at most 3 months. Yeah, so if the farmers around here were to adopt this variety, it would be easier for, after you harvest, you have a period of that amount of that number of months that you can wait for your market to stabilize or the prices to be somehow conditional for your production.
In order to improve farmers' access to seed of locally adopted improved crop varieties, the agricultural organizations working in partnership with the county have been carrying out community-based seed intervention to admonish recycling of seeds which lower the production. This move is slowly taking effect as farmers can now access high-yielding seeds.
In most cases, they usually get source their seeds from the neighboring farms, so they recycle their seeds for a long time, making the seeds loses its viability, if I may say. So one of the issues brought by the farmers as this challenge is the source of their seeds. So once they are brought in these new varieties, they are sourced as a certified seed. So when they plant and multiply the seed, they source the seeds as clean seed.
Like other business owners, farmers have different skills, expertise, financial positions, and appetites for risks. Reducing costs and risks through contracts allows a farmer to establish a steady income source that is attractive to traditional farm lenders. Contract farming generally involves a pre-agreed price between the investor or company and the farmer. The agreement is defined by the commitment of the farmer to provide an agricultural commodity required by a committed buyer, mostly a large company. Peter shares that potato farmers from this region have encountered challenges in pursuit of contract farming.
The part of production, the production chain that hasn't been fully tapped, that I can say it's marketing. Because you find that even if the farmers would agree to contract farming, there are still not enough markets for all their production. So you find that the middlemen out there will still have a way to exploit this farmer. May buy a lot of potatoes maybe in the bags that are not supposed to be packaged potatoes in, and at a lower price. So you find that even if the farmer has maximized his or her production, or the production has doubled or tripled, the marketing bit will always bring the farmer down.
Over decades of science and practice, several key sustainable farming practices have emerged. Some of these farming practices are seen as promising techniques for sustainable farming. Farmers in Nyandarua have been introduced to a new farming technique which indeed are making a difference in their potato farming business.
The first thing the IFDC did at a PCB project was start training the farmers from the planting stage. So what is supposed to be, how your potatoes is supposed to be planted, how you should take care of your potatoes. So the production, so after the production is done, then we figure out what next. Training the farmers on the various activities, the crop husbandry activities that they should be doing, helps them in boosting their production.
Lucy Wangoi is a member of the group who demonstrates some of the new techniques her and her group members have learned.
Beleni tulikuwa tunalima hapa, alafu tunaweka mbegu hapa. Nachukua mbegu, tunapanda hapa chini. Zilikuwa zinatusumbua sana kwa sababu zilikuwa zinaoza, mvua ikinyesha zinaoza kwa maji. Lakini sasa tumeshafundishwa vizuri. Sasa tunapanda hapa juu hivyo futi moja wakati tulifundishwa. Sasa tukipanda hivyo, alafu tunafunika ikiwa juu. Tunafunika hivyo. Sasa hata mvua ikinyesha, maji inapitia upande huu, inatoka. Hii ingine inatoka.